Bonjour, ni hao.
Welcome back to the Gaymeboyz channel.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Tim.
And today we're here with a character corner tour.
So here is the outside. You could kind of see some items through the glass. So let's go inside. So first you see a bunch of jumbo pins and some magic bands. And then they had a bunch of figures. These are all not Jim Shore's, but super cool ones that I haven't seen. A lot of them are made of porcelain, and that is an old school castle. And then some Fab Five. I just noticing that owl right now. Dang, I should have looked at that price. But there's a lot of cool, very old school things that you don't see a lot. And some of these were kind of pricey, so that's why I didn't really go into it more. Character corner. And then they had a lot of the castles from 2020 that I regret not getting some of them. Random pins scattered throughout this, and some like salt shaker kind of things. And then they had this Christmas tree with a bunch of ornaments. Comment down below if this is always there or if it was because it was Christmas in July, but I kind of should have looked at that more. Some mugs scattered. And then they had a bunch of like cookie jars with their faces, super cute. And then some sippers. There's the Stitch one. And some cups. And then they had a bunch of more figurines, which, you know, is our jam. Some of these were kind of organized. So you have like Bambi, Dumbo, all the Cinderellas. This is kind of like the princess cabinet. And then a lot of snow globes. You're going to see a lot of snow globes in this video, which, yes, please. All the Donald Duck things. And then, oh my God, I wanted that one so bad. The Aurora and Philip with the fairies. They had really, really cool snow globes, but they were all over $100. And then some other like little figurines, Winnie the Pooh, and then a bunch of dwarfs and Mickey and Minnie things. I don't know what that flashing light is. Maybe it's like the cabinet's light needs to be redone. But yeah, you could see a lot of old school stuff, 2001. And then more snow globes with like movie scenes. Anastasia and Drizella. I wish these weren't so expensive, but we get it because they're very old and very hard to find. And then like they had some old school telephones. Rotary phones, is that what they were called? Some clocks. Really cool stuff. A lot of art prints that were like certified or signed. Also kind of expensive, but some random lounge flies from the Disney parks. That was before our like mega lounge fly obsession. And then they had a lot of Disney plates from movie scenes as well. And then like these are kind of like the toys. They have the old school Slinky Dog and some Precious Moment like dolls. Lots of Mickey figures and some little like other figures that kind of look like ornaments. Mickey and Minnie holidays. Those are the little figures I was talking about. More plates. And then they had a lot of dolls. Now, I didn't really focus a lot on that section, but yes to all the ears. They were kind of, I think they were like $40 maybe. And then some figurines still in their cases. Some Tsum Tsums, which that is a throwback. And then Hello Jim Shore's. That Lilo and Stitch one I almost considered, but it was cheaper on Amazon, so I was like, nope. And then I just am noticing that Owl and Prince Philip and Aurora. I was kind of like not paying attention as much when I was filming this because I filmed all this and then I went back and looked later. But of course, like there's so much hair where like you could totally miss stuff. More little snow globes, some shoes. I think those are ornaments, I want to say. And then you have like some little townhouse kind of things scattered in, which is cool. Some attraction pieces. And then you could kind of see the prices, $80, $120 for those Fox and the Hound ones. And then they had a bunch of kind of like newer ones. That's an old one, the Ariel. That's hard to find. But I was not about to spend $150, I want to say that said. $200 for that Rapunzel. Like, are they out of their minds? And then some villains ones were all together. I've never seen that Ursula, which was cool. And then a gingerbread house, which was so cute. More snow globes. And then this is like the Christmas section. They kind of scatter things to make you like want to shop or look around more. That is a popcorn bucket from a few years ago. And then more look at the arts. They had a bunch of plushies, not just Disney. And then I'm kind of showing the store a little bit before I go back to the plushies. Yeah. All right, so here is some of the other ones. I saw Timothy Mouse. You see Hopper from Bug's Life, which that is a rare find. Some luggage. They did have some shirts, but I didn't spend time looking. Those are towels because we really only wanted to look at kind of like collection pieces and pins. They had some cool cast member name tags. Couldn't find any of our names, but that would have been cool to have. And then lots of buttons. Again, not just Disney. Some magnets kind of thrown in there. Really like unique finds. And then more of the same. And then this is cool. These are Happy Meal toys. I almost considered getting, like looking through some of these, but as you could see, they were kind of scattered and that would have taken a while. So I was like, eh. There was an Onward one though. And then some Funko Pops. These were a little bit higher priced than you could find on like Amazon or eBay. So I didn't really pay much attention to the rest of it. I didn't know how much the out-of-box ones were, though. There's King Triton. And then some older ones, the Lumiere and Cogsworth from the first series, which was cool to see. We already had those, though. Some mystery minis. This was cool. These are all the sippers and popcorn buckets. We do actually have that Baymax one, which was given to us by a lovely subscriber. I still regret not getting this Pez dispenser of the monorail. I thought that was cool. Hitchhiking Ghost popcorn bucket. The popcorn buckets and all this stuff right here was actually pretty decently priced, I will say. But like we kind of were considering luggage situations, so that's why we didn't. All right, so pins galore. Like they were actually very well organized into like categories. So this is all the villains ones. Kind of pricey. These are mostly the LE ones. And kind of like the WDI, which is pricey as it is. So I was like, no. And then they had a bunch of the old Sorcerer ones. And then some Toy Story mixed with like park things. And then they do actually buy your old stuff. So like if you ever want to get rid of like maybe some old pins or figurines, toys, they do work with you. But you need an appointment apparently, because I tried to like go and like they kind of were like looking at me like, oh, you should have an appointment. But luckily he took a couple items that I brought just to do that. And then like some of the old pin of the months were there. I am just seeing the scented Vanellope, and I really wish I would have gotten that or looked more into it. So we have the Lotso one. Then there's John. Of course, he's by the puzzle pins and a lot of cool ones. We actually had most of these puzzles, so like they weren't really more than 2 years old. They were kind of like the newer ones. And then, oh my God, they had the Tokyo Disney pins of the princesses, but again, too pricey. I don't ever spend more than $40 on one pin normally. That's just me. Sets, however, is different, but and then they had a bunch of just random old pins. Electrical Parade, that's new. And then this is, what is this, like Fab 5, I want to say, looks like. I don't know. And then more pins. These are like open edition from like other parks, I want to say, because I see that Baymax one. I know that's a international. Then they have some pop-up books, some DSSH pins, which, you know, those are pricey, so I didn't really bother. And it's always kind of like difficult when things are behind glass and you can't really like pick things up yourself. And those are the cast member pins. Cinderella. And this was actually a good deal, but these are all kind of like scrapper type pins that you could find on any trader board in the parks. So definitely like we're not really like looking too hard on these. I did see a couple cool finds though that I might end up getting 2 of them, or no, 4. Did I get 4? I don't remember. And then this is kind of hard to see because of the glare, so sorry, but these are the Millennium pins. This is a really, really cool series. They like came out with so many from different movies. They have more magic bands and just like more expensive box pins locked up there. Some Winnie the Pooh plushes. And then these were actually really good pins. These are all the mystery boxes. And then they had like a bunch of newer pins. More box sets. Some little cuddly plushes. And this is funny. They had a Belle costume dress, which was pretty. But, I mean, how would you like take that home or try it? You can't try it on, but more of the millennial pins. And then I want to say like WDI, Imagineering, pins. They had so many cool ones, but I did not want to spend so much because I knew we were going to spend a lot at the parks. So surprisingly, Johnny and I kind of contained ourselves. So these were 3 for $3. These are like the moderate pins, which are like mostly like box set pin, or not sets, but like mystery box pins from like years ago that are a little bit harder to find. They had their little pin folios. And then like tons of cool art pieces which center around pins. There's going to be the Little Mermaid, or not Little Mermaid. These are all Haunted Mansion, which were cool. And then Nightmare Before Christmas. Those Castle series pins, which those I want to say were like $60 there. There's the Aurora one I was talking about with the owl. It was like $200 though, so I was like, no ma'am. And then these are all kind of like specialty pins. DSSH pins again. They're pretty expensive. And then they had like the ones from last year, those little terrariums. Terraniums? What are those called? It was just like so overwhelming to try to look at all of this. And then like there's this board, which I was like, oh my God, what is happening? I don't even know the price on these. 10 for 60. That's a pretty good price. These are like most of the resort type attraction kind of pins. Again, I was kind of just scanning. And then those little BB-8 sippers. And then these are some cool finds also. These were reasonably priced. But you kind of really have to look at everything. It's like crazy how much stuff there was. All these are Fab 5. They had some like big kind of statues from the Disney store a while back. And then these pins behind the glass were really, really cool. But these are all like really, really low LE pins. Box sets. Like tons of unique things. Like a box set of pens randomly. Some toothpick holders, as Disney likes to call them. More snow globes. Like, there's me. Tons and tons of snow globes. And guess what? It's more snow globes. And then they had like some really cool artwork. I am into this Little Mermaid one. As you could see that I'm getting close to look at the price. And I was like, okay, no. And plus, how would I get that home, you know? Some blankets. And then I head over to this section where I wanted to look at this creepy Mickey. Life-size Mickey. Super weird. But there is more snow globes. And then I found the VHS section, which was super cool. These actually weren't as expensive as I expected.
So as you've seen, they had a bunch of Jim Shores, bunch of pins, bunch of Funkos, like literally our collections. It was very pricey, so we only picked up a couple of pins. We will show you what we got at the end of this video. But yeah, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
Yes, and if you are not a subscriber, enjoy Disney, game, pop culture, and lifestyle related content, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you're notified of our future videos. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for joining us, and we can't wait to see you in our next video. Take care and be well. Bye.
Okay, so these are the pins that we got at Character Corner. So these are the Tsum Tsum, one of Doug, one of Russell. And then these two were really cool. They were like hidden Mickey ones I haven't seen. These are Woody and Buzz. And then this one is a really cute one. You know, I collect owls. And this was a very good price. It was only $5. And then we saw this as we were about to leave. We like our Disney horses. So this is Prince Philip's horse. And you have Maleficent's castle in the back with Philip's shield. And then we have Charles Munt's puzzle piece from the Up series that we needed. And then lastly, this cute little King Triton pin. I've never seen this before. So that is just our quick little haul from Character Corner. These are all reasonably priced.